guys, welcome to my channel. It is your girl Tapping Malloy with another banger, always banging. To be part of the RoyalT family or gang, please do subscribe, like, comment anything you want down below. Press the notifications button so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is on period. Let us get into this video, my loves. This video is a sit down with me Q&A vibe so that you get to know me a little better. Okay, so first things first, basic things. Lina laga ke nthabiseng Julia Meloy. Okay, girl, oh, like I'm kidding. I'm Tabsing Julia Meloy. I am 26 years of age, reside in the Val Beverly Hills. Go to 012. No, I'm not my Charlie. And then I am a business owner. I do makeup, hair installations, nails. I do all of that. Soon to be a teacher, to be teaching what I love. I still live with both my parents and have another sibling, so there's just the two of us. I'm so sorry, it's so hot in my salon. Oh, this is my salon, so I just wanted to record in here today. And then she is younger than me. I'm the firstborn in the family. Like I said, both parents still live, thanking God for that. And then I am a graduate, state office management, and I dropped out on my second qualification last year, so third year of business. I was doing business management, and then business administration, sorry. And then I have no kids. I am dating, yes. We all know that. And yeah, that is basically it. If you want to know anything else, leave it in the comments down below so that I will answer you either via text or another sit down. I don't know. We are sipping on some so that we get the mood and vibe going. I can't look this pretty, just cause no. And then a disclaimer, this is not about my relationship or anything that's happening there, né? To say a quick few things, yes, I'm in that situation and I'm comfortable and happy, né? And that is that. If you want to know anything else, okay, maybe soon I will do a sit down answering that, but not now. Yeah. So the first question is, how has your life changed since entering in your 20s? Girl, let me tell you something. If you hear music, my neighbor is a home DJ chair. He keeps us vibing. He keeps us, so please don't mind that, ne? Anyway, I guess I had expectations of how things are going to be like, how I'm going to maneuver, what I'm going to start with, where I'll be in certain years, all of that. I guess I planned out my life, and having to see that not all of the plans I had manifested or happened, it was a little bit sad. It was something I could not live with. At the same time, I got to be okay with, I got to be okay with and find other means to live and do what makes me happy and everything like that, because sometimes, guys, we plan and God decides or loves. Hey, it's literally that. But it has been a very experience, to say the least, because being independent is not easy. Growing up and not reaching the things you want, especially at a timeline or age where you said you want to have them, do them, or be in them, I guess reality check is not so fun after all. And growing up, because when we were kids, we wanted to grow up and be independent and do all of these things. Now that we've grown, I still want to be a kid again. Okay, kuningi. So it has changed a lot about how I think and see life, how I see people and different careers, whether you look down on people or not. Lalela ijobi jobi sithandwa uphande lapho khona ukuphandeka khona, and you can never think you are bigger or above anyone. Like some clubbing, today it's you, tomorrow it's me, you know. So I've had a different eye on everything, a different perspective in everything I see, do people around me. So entering my 20s has made me understand that yes, it doesn't go according to your plan, or it takes time, but you gotta keep doing it. Do not look at the next person. Do not be in this marathon of trying to make it or be seen or anything like that. Continue doing you, continue working on yourself, and invite God, know God, have a relationship with God, because I feel like I don't know what I would be without that man child. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to find out. So building a relationship with God also will just grant you discernment in every decision making you have to do, in every situation you are or anywhere you are. And anything that has God in it, you kind of relax because you just know whose you are and who got you. So in my 20s, I got to have a lot of learning experiences. I got to just lose the teenage me. I don't want to lie, because the woman I am today and the woman or the girl I was a few years ago, girl, do you handle self-doubt and comparisons? How do I handle that? I guess if you had asked me, we could say 3 to 4 years ago, I would have said something different. And asking me now, I would say comparisons, they will be there if it is for a good cause. I say compare yourself just for motivation, just to get inspired, you know. Sorry. Just to get inspired. Comparison for me, it's good in that sense. If you're looking at people that you're aspiring to become, or things that you want to do, and people who acquire them, you know, not in a place of envy, jealous, and just wanting something but not working for it, or a malicious standpoint. From that, then I really am against that, and I think you should refrain from that, because you're just hurting yourself. And it's like you're wasting time envying and comparing yourself to someone, whereas you can actually do the work to become someone that you're meant to become, not someone who you want to become because of someone else. Remember, you're not in that person's shoes. You don't know what it took for them to get there and to receive what they have and to keep what they have. So comparisons are good from an outside point of view, but I feel Ubuti from an internal view, some of us won't even be able to walk the milestones these people have walked, that we're looking up on or comparing ourselves to. So be careful when it comes to that. And then when it comes to self-doubt, it's a reoccurring thing. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. So I don't have much to say. All I can say is that surround yourself with people who support you, who uplift you, some people who listen to you and encourage you on days that you can't, because you have moments where you're doubting yourself, you're doubting your capabilities, you're just having an imposter syndrome, you know. And it's okay, because as much as I can say reframe, avoid this, it's impossible, guys. We're human beings. We go through these emotions for a reason, because sometimes we feel we are undeserving of certain things. Sometimes we ask God, when is it time? And in those moments we doubt ourselves and what we're capable of doing. So maybe in those moments you just turn to yourself, to God, and to the people who you hold dear and you trust that they will always be in your corner, people who know you for you and who will remind you of who you are. And I don't really have pointers that I could say, if you do this and that, it will stop. All I can say is be in that moment, embrace the moment, grasp every feeling, but don't stay in it for too long. Because the moment you doubt yourself, then everything you are about doesn't have a standpoint. It doesn't. How is for nothing. So be in that moment, but you gotta get up, you gotta get out, because life and time is not waiting for you. So yes, do you give yourself grace, and do remember who you are, remember where you come from, and remember where you are and where you headed, because those are the things that I feel will always motivate us to want to do better, to want to try again the next day, to be okay with failing sometimes, you know. So just because hauna yona now, haitly at the moment, or don't doubt yourself and think, give fall back. Maybe there's still things that you need to learn, there's still things you need to do before you get that. Sometimes things we want, it's not things we need, and God provides for the things we need. So just wait in patience, be obedient in your waiting season, and trust yourself, trust your worth, and trust that whatever you are meant to do on earth, you will do it. You never know when your time is up. So live like usani. So yeah, I don't have pointers when it comes to self-doubt. All of us go through it, even me. Okay, so yeah, what has been your biggest relationship lesson? Never say never. Share. Never say never. Never say it will never happen to me. And never say never, child. Yeah. And I guess I'm such a traditional person, because I guess with me, love is kind, love is patient, love is all of these things. But then, can you withstand the high waters and storms of that? Or is it just about the good times only? Is it just about the things you are willing to stand for and not what you should actually stand for? So I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that don't lose yourself because of anybody. Remember, there is you before them. There was life before and there will be life after. So you matter. Remember that as much as you are in a relationship with someone, you still need to have a life. You still need to live a life. Do things individually, and do things with your partner. So I learned that I don't have to make them the center of my whole world. You know, I can have my life and live my life. And then the next lesson is, do invite God, guys. I know people are like, God is not about relationships. Child, God is about everything. Whatever you think you want him to be in, he's there. So let's not limit what God can do and what God wants to do, okay? Invite him in that too. Invite him to grant you both the wisdom. I've learned to ask God for wisdom, you know, for discernment, to make decisions for this person, with this person, to accept what I need to, and to control things I can, and the things that I can't, let them sort themselves out. I get a call, so they should see themselves out, you know. And I've also learned that respect goes a long way. Respect goes a long way. As much as communication is key, but it's more than that. You can communicate all you want and sound like a broken telephone, oh my God, but if they can never have or comprehend or consider or have consideration, then it's pointless at some point, you know. So yeah, my lesson is that I mustn't lose myself. I must not make the person the center of everything in me. I am a loud lover, okay? I go all in, not just for relationships, for friendships, for family. I am like that. So now I'm at a point where it does not just apply in my relationship, but it applies in everything, where I am overly understanding. So I've learned to not be that, to speak when you're spoken to do what is expected of you because it's done the same way too, but to not overextend yourself because you exhaust yourself. You become to a point where you have nothing left in you to point to someone else because you emptied out. And people you do that for don't owe you anything because they didn't ask, but because I'm someone who overly and exceedingly give out myself, then I feel some type of a way. So I've learned to just meet people where they meet me, love people loudly, yes, but not overly, you know. And yeah, that's all I can say. There's still more I could say, there's still more I'm still going to learn and everything, but within relationship, friendships, my family including, I would say I come first so that I am better for myself and for the next person. If I am a wreck everything around me will represent that. So I come first in order that everything who pours into me, I pour back in an genuine and happy way. I hope that makes sense. How do you know when it's time to cut off a friend? Ooh, guys, I've done that so many times. I do that so many times. I think because when it comes to friendship, guys, like I said, I overly and exceedingly give myself, and I go the extra mile, and I just things that people didn't ask or my friends never asked of me, but I do them because I love them. So when it's not reciprocated back, yeah, it's an issue for me. I'm not saying do it the same way I do it, but at least let me feel that just in this, my friend thought of me, my friend saw me and sees me, my friend supports me. I don't need you to be my biggest cheerleader. I don't need you, but let me feel that as my friend, you are being fair to me, you treat me fairly. So I cut you off when I feel that it's a one-sided thing. I cut you off. I cut you off when I start doing things that make me quarrel with my family because of you. I cut you off. And in a sense, sometimes friends don't think about we live in different households, and there's rules in the household. So I'm not going to bicker with my parents or be in bad terms with them because you know, sometimes there's no money for me to do certain things with you, and you still, you know. So there's just so many factors when it comes to that. You know, I can touch on a lot, but all I can say is the moment I go into a bigger back and forth and all of that with my family, and we're just not in good terms because of you, I cut you off. Because I feel like we forgive men for a lot of things, but we don't extend the same grace to our friends. And I think for girls it's this thing of like, me, my friends become my sisters, they become my whole world. So I don't just treat a friend as a friend, I treat them as my family. So even my family, I do cut them off, guys. I do. So, and it's not a question of you agree with me or not, or you have no with whose life opinion to do what. I do, guys. I do. Sometimes you don't need mess. Sometimes people are messy, gossiping about other people, bringing it to you. If that someone is so comfortable talking about someone else to you, what are they saying about you behind your back? Guys, me, I'm cautious. I'm an overthinker. Okay, I feed off energy. I am a oversensitive or sensor. They call me a sense at home. Beep beep beep. That's me. You get me? So there's so many things I could say, but one of the things it would be that, and if guys, for men it's a thing of like, I leave the girl and not my friend. For me, it's a thing of like, I leave my friend. So yeah, how have your standards in dating changed over the years? I think over the years, guys, I used to have a little bit of insecurities and not so confident and comfortable with my body. So I didn't have standards at all. I was just wavering and going by the wind. So the more I grew up, the more I started acknowledging my body, falling in love with every inch and ounce of my body, seeing myself. That's when I started to realize that I actually am not for everybody. I'm not. Sadly, I'm not. Whether you deem me as, my thing is, it's what you think, and it's not what it is. It's not about that, yeah. It's about what I think and what I want. So my standards changed the minute I started gaining my confidence back. The minute I started knowing who I am, what I want, what I don't like, what I will stand for and what I don't. It started changing when I acknowledged and realized my worth. Yeah, that's when it changed. That's when my standards changed, and I just knew that I'm not just for everybody in all aspects. When a friendship, when a relationship and family share, it goes hand in hand, child. Whatever you apply in a relationship must be applied in the friendship. Not really entirely, but yeah, but and in family as well. So they changed the more older I grew and understood life, and the more I fell in love with myself and knew myself. So they changed. So it's okay. I'm okay because I'm not for everybody, child. No, no. So we could end it there because I feel like it can go deeper, it can be more elaborated, but I would love to just keep it at a minimum. So for that, yeah, siphelela lapho nkosi. Your intake on maintaining friendships in adulthood. Oh, like I said, it's about reciprocation. I think how your friends show up for you and the things they do is how you actually show up for them. I've learned that in maintaining the relationships or friendships friendships I have right now, it's communicating with your friends if there's anything wrong, or if you don't like certain things, and reprimanding them as well. I'm not friends with you if you can't reprimand me. I'm a very delusional person. So if we can't be friends. My friends are sharks. Those people will eat me alive, child. I need that. The same way I will eat them alive. So that, check up on your friends. I don't need you to do so every day, every week, whichever way you feel like a check up on your friends. Do outings that are affordable. Some people are able to afford certain things, some people can't. So meet everybody in the middle and be neutral. Be there, support them in time of crisis, need, or anything like that. Show up. Abana lo mntana ozayo. Yo lo mntana lo. Anyway, show up for your friends, guys. Show up for your friends, whether it's a thing where you can, or whether it's a thing of like doing it over the phone, whether it's a thing of sending a token, monetary value, or something. Just do something to show your friend that you are a friend. You know, whenever they need, be there. Yeah, money can also be a problem in friendships, but in this case, I've never had that issue ever. I've never. If Sfanela man says nemali, I get it back. Or if mina sengcela imali, they get it back. I make sure, because it can be the root of all evil, child. It wasn't just the saying, it was. So yeah, and I think how to maintain that, it's with honesty. It is with creating and sharing moments together. Oh, lo mntu. That's mntana, guys. Deal with burnout and stress. Guys, I am not an advocate for that, because I still struggle even today dealing with that, because it gets to me. It gets the best out of me, because sometimes, child, it's a lot. Guys, sometimes it's a lot. And angifuni motivational speaking or motivational anything. Angifuni ukuthi uzoba strong utloloka. Angifuni lokho. Ungangitsheli lokho. Sometimes I need to just crash out and let it all out, and then get back to myself. So how I deal with it is I just give myself grace. I will always advocate to people that extend grace to yourself as well. As much as you are there, giving people chances, forgiving people, understanding people, being considerate of people, do the same thing for yourself. You need to be understand the winner also. You need to be considerate of yourself as well. Consider yourself. Consider imizwa yakho. What are you feeling in that moment? What is going on? What causes all of that? Yabona, don't be in denial. Don't be just sorry, guys. So the same courtesy you extend to other people, be able to do that for yourself. And then with stress, guys, I usually isolate. I usually isolate and stuff, so I'm trying new ways to deal with that. So I haven't found a way. At first I would take walks, at first I would chill here by the grass, at first I would just be around nature. Being around nature really does fulfill me, it does release a lot me. So I can't do that all the time, because I used to love being around water. The sound of water just calms me. It eliminates all the bad energy or whatever that I'm feeling in that moment. So sound of water really does that. So I can't be around water 24/7 every time I'm crashing out. So on days that I can't do that, I isolate. And sometimes isolation doesn't help, because then that means I'm stuck in thoughts, I'm stuck in that whole situation, I'm facing it. So I'm finding ways to just do something to release it, but in a healthy way. I put it in the closet and then pretend like it's not there, because once that closet just it's gonna be an issue. It's going to be an issue, and then I used to take stress aways, guys. I used to take medication for that. I used to I think my anxiety it got bad because of like a lot, so I used to just resulted to medication. So yeah, now I don't want to do that. Now I'm just finding ways. So for that, I don't know, guys. Somebody can tell us down there what we can do. But isn't those therapy? I did try, it didn't work. Okay, it didn't work for me. I could try it again. I have too many traumas, and obviously a therapist would color from the root. Root is something, it's my Goliath that I'm still trying to find it up, and I'm shy of it. So I have too many traumas. Yeah. What's the one habit that has changed in your life? People pleasing. I was a very big people pleaser, I guess, because I wanted to belong. When you just want to be in the sense or a space where you belong, your people you belong to, yabona, because I wanted to belong so bad, because I felt like I can't find my group of people, I can't find where my spirit feels settled. So I pleased everybody. So now that has changed. I don't need to have an entourage. I don't need to be in a space where I feel that I need to belong or beg to belong. No, I'm fine by myself and the people who need to be in my life. I am fine and I'm happy that I belong where I want to belong, and that is with me, that is with my people. So that has changed the way I please people, because I felt that I needed their validation, I needed their approval, I needed their love. Listen, guys, I used to not value myself, I used to not love myself in that manner. So now that I do, if you think you're coming for me, hi, uzenenye, you came to the right one. Also nigga back into ifunai. So I can be a good person, but I can be a bad person. It depends on how you got to encounter me. So people have different stories about me, and you believe all of them. You believe them. Those were me. It depends on who give me anjan. Give me yantol. So yeah. So people pleasing is something I stopped. No, we're not doing that. 2025, guys. We're not. So bontsha gore wena o batla o bata aowa o ka se lo fostela hle jalo fostela dilong tse ding tsa botšheleteng tsa bophelong go fostella bophelong tsa to fostella gore o acceptiwe maphelong a batho who don't even add a cent to your life, who don't even care none about your existence. No. How do you handle loneliness in your 20s? I love being alone. That's the fucked up part. I love being alone. I excel in loneliness, and I am my best alone. I have my peg, but I'm my most self. I'm my happiest when I'm alone, because I cater to me. I add what I feel is short. Give me. I celebrate myself. I am so I am my best self when I'm alone. I can be saying like I make me happy. I actually do that to myself. So can do it anyway. Like a baby went to different words and you smile. You feel, how do you stay motivated when things feel stagnant? That's my last one. I wrote everything in here. How I feel motivated to stay motivated is by remembering why I even started, by remembering where I came from, where that idea came from, where was I during that time. I then remember my parents, my family. I remember the life that I want, and I remember the strength I carry in everything that I've been through in my life. Guys, I feel that I'm the strongest person I know. I've seen stronger people, but I know that I'm the strongest I know. I pray, I intercede, I pray, I fast, I go to church, I stay in God. I am rooted in God. I learn about God. I need him in that moment. So I need him to remind me whose I am and to remind me of his promises about my life. As much as he's reminding me, I'm working on that, because honestly, you can pray all you want, but if you're not doing anything, then it's in vain. So I really deal with whatever I'm going through emotionally and mentally, and then I start showing up for myself because I deserve that much. And I listen to music, I talk to myself, I write notes to myself. Behind my door I have notes. I write notes to myself. I encourage myself with words, and I start doing and providing action on the words, and then it automatically just aligns. So I do internal work before I can start acting on anything, because I need to convince myself that I can do it and show myself that I can. And that's the motivation I need. So it works different to person. With me, that works, so I do that. So you do whatever that works for you, because I can tell you to do this, it might not work. Yeah, but also it's not easy advising anyone, because something that might have worked for you doesn't mean it will work for the next person. It worked for you. Let them find what works for them. Motivation starts internally, and then you act on it, and then so yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video until this far. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and press your notifications button so you get notified every time I'm uploading a video, and that is on period. Lady Woody from the girl right here to you. It is a good afternoon. Bye.